Today, I want to share with you a powerful belief system inspired by the teachings of Neville Goddard. It's all about manifesting your desires using the incredible power of visualization. And get this, you can start seeing results in just 4 days. Now, Neville Goddard was a pioneer in the field of metaphysics, and his teachings have transformed the lives of countless individuals around the world. His approach to manifestation is simple yet profound, and it all begins with the power of your imagination. Understanding Neville's perspective on the power of imagination is like discovering a magic wand hidden within yourself. Neville taught that your imagination is not just a tool for daydreaming, it's the key to shaping your reality. According to him, whatever you can vividly imagine and feel as true in your mind has the potential to manifest in your physical world. But how does it work? Neville believed that your imagination is connected to your subconscious mind, which is like a vast reservoir of creative energy. When you engage in the act of visualization, you tap into this reservoir and unleash its power to bring your desires to life. It's like planting a seed in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. The more vividly you can imagine and feel your desired outcome, the more you nourish that seed and help it grow into reality. It's not just about visualizing, it's about infusing your visualization with emotion and belief, as if your desired outcome is already a done deal. But why is imagination so powerful? Neville believed that imagination is the language of the subconscious mind. It communicates in images and feelings, rather than words or logic. So, when you vividly imagine and feel your desired outcome, you're speaking directly to your subconscious mind and giving it clear instructions on what you want to manifest. And the subconscious mind is a powerful ally. It doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's imagined, it simply accepts whatever you impress upon it as true. So, when you consistently visualize your desires as already fulfilled, you're programming your subconscious mind to attract those desires into your physical reality. But here's the thing, it's not just about wishful thinking or positive affirmations. Neville taught that true visualization goes beyond mere mental imagery. It's about embodying the feeling of your desired outcome as if it's already happening. So, when you visualize, don't just see yourself achieving your goals, feel the emotions that accompany that achievement. Feel the joy, the excitement, the gratitude, as if your desired outcome is already a reality. It's this intense feeling of belief and certainty that supercharges your visualization and makes it more likely to manifest. So, how exactly do you put Neville's teachings into practice to manifest your desires in just 4 days? Let me break it down for you. Clarifying your desire is like drawing a map to your destination. It's the first step on your journey to manifesting what you want in life. Neville taught that before you can bring your desires into reality, you need to have a clear understanding of what you're aiming for. So, how do you clarify your desire? Start by taking some time to think about what you truly want. It could be anything under the sun: a new job that excites you, a loving relationship that fills your heart with joy, improved health that allows you to live life to the fullest, or financial abundance that gives you the freedom to pursue your passions. The key is to be specific about what you want. Instead of saying, "I want a better job," think about the specific qualities you're looking for in a job, the type of work you want to do, the environment you want to work in, the salary you want to earn, and so on. Similarly, if you're manifesting a loving relationship, think about the qualities you want in a partner, their personality traits, values, interests, and how they make you feel. The more specific you can be, the easier it will be to manifest your desire. But why is specificity so important? Well, Neville believed that the universe responds to clarity and precision. When you're clear about what you want, you send a clear signal to the universe about your intentions. It's like placing an order with the cosmic waiter. The more specific you are, the more likely you are to get exactly what you asked for. Once you've clarified your desire, the next step is to focus on it with unwavering attention and intention. Think about your desire often, visualize it in your mind's eye, and feel the emotions that accompany it as if it's already happening. This focused attention helps to amplify the energy of your desire and aligns you with the frequency of manifestation. But what if you're not sure what you want? What if you have conflicting desires or you're afraid to ask for what you truly want? That's okay. clarifying your desire is a process that takes time and self-reflection. Start by tuning into your heart and listening to your innermost desires. What brings you joy and fulfillment? What makes your heart sing with excitement? Pay attention to your intuition and trust that it will guide you towards what you truly want. Creating a mental picture is like painting a picture in your mind. It's where you bring your desires to life before they even happen. Neville taught that visualization is a powerful tool for manifestation, and it all starts with creating a clear and vivid mental image of what you want. So, how do you create a mental picture? First, take some time to clarify your desire. What is it that you truly want? Whether it's a new job, a loving relationship, improved health, or financial abundance, be specific about what you're aiming for. Once you've got a clear idea of your desire, it's time to dive into your imagination. Close your eyes and imagine yourself experiencing your desire as if it's already a reality. Picture it in full detail: the sights, the sounds, the smells, the sensations. Imagine yourself living your desire to the fullest, feeling it with every fiber of your being. See yourself surrounded by the people, places, and things that bring you joy and fulfillment. Visualize yourself enjoying the fruits of your labor, basking in the happiness and satisfaction of having your desire manifest. But don't stop there. Neville encouraged people to go even deeper into their visualization practice. Imagine yourself engaging in specific activities related to your desire, whether it's working in your dream job, spending quality time with your loved ones, or enjoying vibrant health and vitality. The key is to make your mental picture as vivid and detailed as possible. The more you can immerse yourself in the experience, the more real it will feel to your subconscious mind. And according to Neville, it's this feeling of reality that attracts your desires to you like a magnet. But what if it's hard to visualize? What if your mind keeps wandering or you struggle to conjure up detailed images? That's okay. Visualization is a skill that can be developed with practice. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day to visualize your desire. Find a quiet and comfortable space where you won't be disturbed, and then close your eyes and let your imagination run wild. If you find it difficult to visualize, try using other senses to bring your mental picture to life. Focus on how your desire would sound, smell, taste, and feel. Imagine the emotions that you would experience if your desire were already a reality. Consistency is key. The more you practice visualization, the easier it will become. So, don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Keep at it, and trust that your efforts will pay off in the long run. Feeling the reality of your desire is like adding fuel to a fire. It's what makes your visualization practice really come alive. Neville taught that when you visualize, you're not just creating mental images, you're also generating powerful emotions that magnetically draw your desires towards you. So, how do you feel the reality of your desire? It's all about tapping into the emotions of joy, gratitude, and excitement as if your desire has already come true. Picture yourself experiencing your desire in vivid detail, and then allow yourself to feel the emotions that would naturally accompany that experience. Imagine waking up in the morning feeling grateful for everything you have, knowing that your desire is already on its way to you. Picture yourself going about your day with a sense of joy and excitement, knowing that your dreams are unfolding right before your eyes. The key is to immerse yourself fully in the emotions of your desired outcome. Feel the happiness bubbling up inside you, the gratitude overflowing from your heart, the excitement coursing through your veins. The more intensely you can feel these emotions, the more powerfully you'll be able to attract your desire into your life. But here's the thing. It's not just about pretending to feel these emotions. It's about genuinely embodying them as if they're already a reality. Neville taught that the subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between imagination and reality. So, when you feel the emotions of your desire as if they're already happening, you send a powerful signal to the universe that this is what you want to manifest. And the universe responds in kind, aligning circumstances and events to bring your desires to fruition. It's like a magnetic attraction. The more you feel the reality of your desire, the more effortlessly it flows into your life. But what if it's hard to conjure up these emotions? What if doubts or fears get in the way? That's where practice comes in. Just like any skill, feeling the reality of your desire takes time and effort. But the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Start by spending a few minutes each day visualizing your desire and allowing yourself to feel the emotions that accompany it. Focus on the positive aspects of your desired outcome and let go of any doubts or fears that arise. You can also use affirmations or gratitude exercises to help cultivate these emotions. Repeat positive statements to yourself throughout the day, such as, "I am grateful for the abundance flowing into my life," or, "I am filled with joy and excitement as my desires manifest." Persisting in your visualization is like watering a plant. You have to keep at it for it to grow. Neville knew this well. He talked a lot about sticking with your visualization until it feels like a part of you, like breathing in and out without even thinking about it. So, how do you keep at it? Neville said to keep going back to your mental picture over and over again. It's like flipping through a photo album, except this album is filled with images of your dreams and desires. You revisit these images throughout the day, whenever you can spare a moment. But here's the thing: doubts and resistance might try to throw you off track. They're like weeds that pop up in your mental garden. The trick is not to let them take root. When doubts or resistance come knocking, acknowledge them, but then gently let them go. Don't give them the power to overshadow your vision. Instead, refocus your mind on your desired outcome. Picture it vividly in your mind's eye, feel the joy and excitement as if it's already happening. Trust that the universe is working behind the scenes to bring your vision to life. Persistence is key. It's like building a muscle: the more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. So, keep flexing your visualization muscle every day. Make it a habit, like brushing your teeth or taking a shower. The more consistent you are, the more powerful your manifestations will be. And remember, it's okay to start small. You don't have to visualize your biggest dream right away. Start with something achievable, something that feels within reach. As you see success with smaller manifestations, you'll gain confidence in your ability to create the life you want. In Neville's teachings, persistence isn't just about putting in the work. It's also about having faith, even when things seem uncertain. Trust that your visualization practice is laying the groundwork for your dreams to come true. Believe in the power of your imagination to shape your reality. And that's it. By following these 4 simple steps and practicing consistent visualization, you can start to see amazing results in just 4 days. But remember, the key is to believe wholeheartedly in the power of your imagination and to trust in the process. Now, I want to share with you a personal story of how I applied Neville's teachings to manifest something incredible in my own life in just 4 days. A few months ago, I was feeling stuck in my career and yearning for a change. I decided to apply Neville's visualization technique to manifest my dream job. Every day, I would close my eyes and visualize myself walking into my new office, feeling excited and fulfilled in my role. I also made sure to evoke the feelings of gratitude and abundance as if I had already landed the job. And you know what? Just 4 days later, I received a call offering me the position I had been visualizing. It was truly a testament to the power of Neville's teachings and the incredible potential of the human mind. So, if you're ready to manifest your desires and transform your life, I encourage you to give Neville's visualization technique a try. Remember, the universe is always conspiring in your favor, and with the power of your imagination, anything is possible. Should I do affirmations, SATs, or scripting? How do I get the desire? How can I manifest my specific person when we haven't spoken in years? Can I manifest a specific person even if a third party is present? Well, if you are having such questions, then you are surely doing one thing, and that is desiring. Desire is a feeling that tells you that you lack something. Desire is a good thing in many ways. We manifest our desires, and to do so, we let go of the desiring phase by replacing it with the having state. Manifesting is not about doing X, Y, and Z and then getting the result. It is not necessary to first change one's beliefs. It is not about affirming 10,000 times and then getting your results. There is no such threshold that you have to cross before you can manifest your desire. Manifesting something is as easy as speaking an affirmation. Yes, it can happen, and it can only happen when you accept that one affirmation is true for you, even though the external reality might be showing you something opposite. If you live internally with the acceptance of having the object of your desire, then it is bound to happen. Many people fail to experience the wonders of manifestation because they have either too little faith or too much logic. Furthermore, some people have misinterpreted manifestations. They failed to realize that they did not desire the physical object. Neville's teachings are only based on one thing, and that is feeling. When you desire something, all you want to experience is the feeling of having it. You can try to name this feeling with different words like safety, security, happiness, and abundance, but all these feelings are unique to the one who is experiencing them. When we express them in words, we attempt to create a picture, which is typically an object such as a house, a car, clothes, gadgets, a specific person, and so on. All of these objects are temporary, just like when you buy something and feel happy for a short period of time. The feeling of happiness just doesn't stay with you. That implies the object is not desired, but the feeling is. In search of this feeling, you go and buy another thing, and again you get that feeling, which again fades away. If you look closely, you will notice that the objects change, but the feeling does not. Now, to master manifestation, you have to master your feelings as they exist within you, and you can generate them. No one can do it for you. Once you shift your focus from the thing to the feeling of having that thing, the game changes. You manifest that object, and it appears on the screen of space. Yet, some people are focused on the object rather than the feeling of having that object. It matters where you think most of the time. Don't concern yourself with obstacle. Obstacles are just the result of your previous state of being. These obstacles disappear once you assume the feeling of having your desire. It is a very simple thing, yet people try to complicate it because of their laziness. They try to give all sorts of reasons for why they can't do it instead of leaving their smartphones aside and making it a ritual to feel the feeling of the wish being fulfilled. There are countless success stories of people who are made from the same elements as you are and who achieve their desires by applying these principles. Upon my analysis of these success stories, I found a pattern that is common. This pattern included a high self-concept, which can be achieved through a mental diet, a strong faith that can be achieved by living from the end state of having something and refusing to accept no for an answer. If you desire something, then you are destined to experience that desire. You are meant to experience it. The real you has given you that desire and knows exactly how to unfold it. Your conscious mind is limited and cannot know the path by which you can experience it. Only once you've experienced it can you know the path, and you don't even remember what exactly happened. You still have a shallow image in your mind of what has happened, but you still don't know it exactly, as countless things are happening in this world at this very moment that you cannot know with your logical mind. You can only enjoy the fruits of their labor. Even the simple task of ordering food from your smartphone involves so many processes that are so synchronized that you are not even aware of them. Yet you are trying to figure out how it will happen, instead of having faith that it will happen. In Isaiah 55 verse 9, the author tells this very clearly and in such a mystical way that if you decipher it, you will feel a new level of clarity. It says, "As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways and my thoughts than your thoughts." Heaven in this context is referred to as the fulfillment of your desire. It is referred to as having your desire or having the new concept of self. In this context, earth refers to your current self-concept or state. His ways are higher, which means that the ways through which your desire will manifest are very different from the ways that you are thinking now. When you lack something, all you can think about is that lack. You only think from the perspective of not having your desire. The power that is making the unseen visible knows how to do it. His ways are unique and higher than your present thoughts of not having your desire. With this, I appeal to you to accept your desire as true at this very moment. All it requires is inward attention. When you do so, things shift dramatically, and all you get is your desired state of being. According to Neville Goddard, your assumptions become facts. So it means that if you blame others for the problems you have in your life, they will start causing problems in your life. It's because you are assuming that they are causing problems, and this assumption will become true. You see, people spend a great deal of time blaming others. They blame the government, They blame institutes, they blame circumstances, they blame their parents. But in fact, nobody is responsible for what has happened, or what will happen in your life, or even anywhere in the world. Even you aren't responsible for what happens in your life, or for whatever you do. If you blame others or yourself, you need to understand the concept of I amness. The concept of I amness suggests that nobody can be blamed for anything. Even you can't blame yourself. Only your consciousness or awareness is responsible for all the occurrences and happenings. So your consciousness is responsible for everything. Here's what Neville Goddard says: I am, or the awareness of being, is the only reality. We were taught from an early age to attribute our problems to outside forces, which is one of the key reasons why we frequently do so. It's not difficult to understand why people are referring to their misery as outside forces when we consider the society in which we live, as well as intrusive religions that want to dominate people's minds. It implies that it is natural for us to place the blame for events in the world on something or someone. Furthermore, when there is no one else to blame, those who believe in an external God often even assign the guilt to God. The law, however, quickly makes it clear that no one is to blame, not even ourselves, because we didn't know any better in the first place. Neville Goddard says, your consciousness, my consciousness, is the only true foundation in the world. So according to him, consciousness is the only reality. Our consciousness, which is actually our I amness, is the foundation of everything. Our awareness is the only cause. So you don't need to blame others. You don't need to blame yourself. You don't need to blame God for what happened in the world. It wouldn't have happened if you weren't aware of it. Your consciousness made it happen because it made you aware of it. So your consciousness is the only cause. Everything we experience in the world is a result of our imagination, or I amness. The shadow world is a manifestation of what you, I, and other people imagine. Since separation does not exist, what we manifest affects not just us, but also the entire world, and vice versa. And you will be affected by what you desire for other people. Anything outside of you, outside of your current level of consciousness, is not anything you can experience. Neville Goddard says, what you have assumed you are, you will become. You have already become what you are because you once assumed that you were it. Everything in the world is just like that. It's all imagination. Neville referred to the universe as the shadow world because it lacks independent will and consciousness, and is merely a reflection of our thoughts, speculations, and beliefs. What people refer to as accidents, fate, or circumstances are the products of someone's imagination. The situation you are in now was once only in your imagination, therefore, at some point, it had to become reality. However, as you probably didn't intentionally imagine your undesirable circumstances, either are you. You automatically made them up by allowing your vivid imagination to run wild, without realizing that it was your I amness, and that it was what produced reality. Let me now include a few lines from Neville Goddard's book. Here is what he says: when you and I really become conscious of being Christ, we too will straighten the arms of the withered and resurrect the dead hopes of men. We will do all the things that we could not do when we felt limited by our family tree. It is a bold step and should not be taken lightly, because to do it is to die. If John, the man of 3 dimensions, is beheaded or loses his 3-dimensional focus, Jesus, the 4th-dimensional self, may live. These lines have been taken from his lecture, No One to Change But Oneself. Here he says that giving up on the encumbering beliefs that we have carried until now is to die in our John the Baptist self, which is our old self, our 3-dimensional self, and to rise in our Jesus self, which is our 4th-dimensional self. Neville Goddard suggests that we leave behind all our beliefs because, according to Neville Goddard, by doing so, you buy the pearl of great price. You have to leave behind all the secondary causes and accept the fact that you are God. Simply put, don't trust the shadow world because it is not real. It is a 3D world that is in fact an illusion. The real world is our imagination, which is a 4D world. We have to go there to make changes in our 3D world. There is no power in the 3D world because it's old news. It is just a shadow, it is dead. In real life, the power to change your circumstances lies in your imagination because it is your I amness. You must wake up to the fact that you are the operant power and let go of all secondary reasons that you believe in. And if you have operant power, either nobody nor anything can do anything for you. So, for example, giving over your own power to a tarot card reader by thinking that they can tell you what to do or what to expect additionally, it shows that you think your surroundings and yourself are separate from one another. Nobody can picture your life more accurately than you. When you believe that whatever thing or person has more power than you, your God self, you are giving your power away. Your whole world and your whole reality are imagined by you. Neville Goddard says, "I am is not interested in man's opinion. All its interest lies in your convictions about yourself." What do you say of the I am within you? Can you answer and say, "I am Christ"? Your answer or degree of understanding will determine the place you will occupy in life. Do you say or believe yourself to be a man of a certain family, race, nation, etc.? Do you honestly believe this about yourself? Then life, your true self, will cause the conceptions to appear in your world, and you will live with them as though they were real. You can't blame anyone because your whole world and everything that it contains is imagined by you. This concept is hard to accept for many people, but when you understand it, you will become unstoppable. Now, if your current situation isn't in accordance with your desire, it doesn't mean that it can't be manifested. It simply means your state isn't in accordance with your desire. If you want to experience your desire, you may have to jump into another state where you can do so. According to Neville Goddard, you can't experience a state that is outside of your state of consciousness. And logically, it makes sense. Do you think you can experience something you aren't even aware of? Do you think you can experience something you can't even imagine? It is completely impossible. You can only experience those things that you can imagine and visualize, because feelings come from imagination and visualizations. So to experience a particular thing, you must be in a state where you can experience the desired thing. You must enter the state of being healthy if you want to be healthy. You must enter the state of being wealthy if you want to be wealthy. You must enter the state of being successful if you wish to succeed. You must enter the state of being in a relationship with the love of your life if you really want to be in a relationship. Well, in the manifestation community, people use many methods or techniques. They use affirmations or they do visualizations. These are actually tools that help us get there. When you want to manifest a desire but you can't imagine it, or if you have some negative thoughts, you can practice some techniques or write a scene and imagine it. It will help you get into the state of having your desires manifested. So if your thoughts are preventing you from manifesting your desire, you can make use of some affirmations or any technique that can help you change your thoughts and manifest your desire. If you are now living a life that you don't want to live, it can be changed by changing your imagination and consciousness. If for now you feel unhealthy, it can be changed by changing your consciousness. If now you feel that you are poor, you can become rich just by changing your thoughts. You have to jump into that state. Because once you're in that state, there's no power on earth that can stop your desire from being yours. Once you are in such a state, you are your desire, since it was never separated from you in the first place. Although you do in fact experience each thought, they don't necessarily reflect the reality of the outside world. Your thoughts are typically just fiction you make up for yourself to explain how the world works. Everything depends on how you see the world. You can become happy just by changing the thoughts that are making you sad. You have to have thoughts that can make you happy if you really want to be happy. We see the world using our imagination and thoughts. If we believe that the world is a good place to live, we will experience good things in our lives. And on the other hand, if we believe that the world isn't a good place, we probably will experience bad things in our lives. According to Neville Goddard's concept of I amness, you are everything. Neville Goddard discusses the law of thought transmission in detail in Chapter 5 of Prayer, The Art of Believing. He says that our thoughts aren't just mere mental constructs, but they are more powerful than anything else. They are vibrations, and like other vibrations, they are transmitted like waves. While you are under the power of your thoughts, and how they are transmitted, you harness the power of your mind to get the desired outcomes in your life. By focusing on and imagining your desire, you create vibrations of thoughts, and your thoughts are transformed into a powerful force that attracts what you want in your life. Thoughts have great power, as is evident in our lives. Simply put, we do things inspired by our thoughts. What we say is a reflection of our thoughts and mindset. What we wear, what we eat, where we go, and how we live are all reflections of our thoughts. If somebody talks differently, if somebody has different beliefs, if somebody has a different religion, it is just because he has different thoughts. So it means our lives are reflections of our thoughts. We are under the control of our thoughts every time. And if we want to experience something different, or live a different life, we will have to change our thoughts. When you realize the power of the thoughts, you use them for the betterment of your life, because you know, these kinds of thoughts can bring happiness into your life. Now let's discuss in detail what the law of thought transmission is. Well, the law of thought transmission is based on the concept that our thoughts are actually vibrational energy, and that they influence our relationships with others. The nature of our thoughts will determine what other people think of us and how they treat us. This means that if we focus our thoughts more positively, we will experience more positive things in our lives. If we look into the details, this can be proven true in everyone's life, and it can't be denied. You see, every time you speak, you're expressing your thoughts. Whatever you say or do expresses what you are thinking. Your actions, your decisions, your way of talking, your behavior, your clothing, your beliefs, or even your political affiliation, express what your thoughts are and what kind of person you are. And whenever somebody talks to you or sees you, you can have some idea what kind of thoughts you may have, and their behavior towards you is a reflection of who you are. It means you influence the thoughts of others with everything you have. You can change the thoughts of others by talking in a different way. You can have some impact on their thoughts by wearing some unique clothing. You can influence their behavior towards you by doing something or by saying something. We can say that your thoughts determine your own reality. And your reality influences the thoughts of others and determines the reality and the way they treat you.